Alright, sound is on. And transition over to the talking screen. And hello, everyone. I see Chip Sounder has said hello even before I reminded people to say hello. And how are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you this evening?
Doing okay. I was a little late getting started, so I need to get all of the puzzles pulled up. There's going to be a bit of a theme going on. With some of today's puzzles, as I remember to turn the sound off on my phone. We'll start with these three puzzles. And then if we need more puzzles, I'll get them pulled up when that happens. So, first things first, go over here, grab the right thing for that. But before we get into Sudoku, do we have anything else to talk about?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything that's super fun or interesting to talk about. So, with that, we'll switch over here to our first puzzle for today. And our first puzzle for today is going to be... Say it. Oh, I do need to share my screen. That way Mum can see. That would help significantly.
Without the greater delay that
Yeah.
that YouTube has.
Yeah. I need to
Okay,
stream
this
at
says the
the...
stream has ended.
Yeah, it's because I need to make sure I'm screen sharing. There we go. So now, if I do that, you'll have to rejoin in Discord. But then it should actually...
Well, I see the screen, so should be
okay,
good.
cool. Alright. In that case, first puzzle for today is going to be Lots Happening by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. Digits on a thermometer must rise from the bulb end. Digits on a green line must differ by at least 5. Clues outside the grid sum the digits between the 1 and 9 in their respective row and column, and cells separated by a black dot has one digit double the other. Cells separated by a white dot are consecutive, and cells separated by a V sum to 5. Some cells separated by an X sum to 10, and there are no negative constraints. Alright, then go ahead and share the link to the puzzle in chat, and then let's get started. Let's start with all the V's, because those are all low digits. Well, they can't all be the same, so that's helpful.
Well, and there's also a black crop key in box 6.
Yeah.
It's not very helpful, though.
1,
It still
2,
comes out as
3, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. We just lose 3. White hockey dot's going to be 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, and a low digit in this 10.
yeah. So
That's a 5 then. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, this has to be a 7, because it sees 6, 8, 9, and all of the low digits and the 5. So, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I guess the 7 already took out 3 and 7 as possibilities, so maybe I don't need that there, but I'm going to leave it anyway. Which means that 3 is going to be one of these, therefore 2 is one of these, and you can't put a 2 here. And this is on an X, so this can't be a 5. 3, 4, and 6. Well, this can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9, so these are both low digits. And this one's a high digit. That one's low, this one's low. And then, not quite, that could still be a 6.
5 can be placed in box 8. Because if you look
Here.
if you look where it is, it can be in box 5. And then 5 is in row 6 in box 4. But it's one of 2 spots. Because 5 has to be in row 4 or 5 in box 5 and the same in box 6.
Well, what about column 3? It can't be on the 5. 5 isn't 7. And if the fact that it has to be here takes it out of that, and it can't be on a German whisper, and then this 5 takes it out of there, means this has to be a 5.
Column 6 down in box 8, the 6, 8, 9, the white Kropke dots. The bottom can't be a 6.
Right.
It would be. So now the other side of that X is a 1 or a 2.
Nine, 8, 7, or 8, 7, 6.
Either way, there has to be an 8 in that.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 can be placed in box 2.
And so can 9.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Which
well, that's going to give us 8,
resolves
7, 6, and 4, 3, 2. That's not a 3, so this isn't a 2. But doesn't necessarily impact the rest. But Since those two are 5, these two must be 5. This missing a 4 means that's not a 1.
Box 6
7.
has a 2-3 pair.
3 places 1, places 6, places 3, places 2. Five, 7, 8, 9. If this is missing 1, then not 2, not 3. And if that's a 2-3 pair, then that's not a 2-3 pair. So this is 3 and 2. 3. Not 2 and 3, so not 2 and 3. Not
Wait a minute.
4.
Back up. Okay. You still had the 2-3 pair. And since in box 2, right, makes that 1-4. Oh, right, because, okay. I thought there was a 2 with that, and it was good.
Yeah. Could I be wrong? Could this be a 2?
Well, because 2 can connect to 1.
Yeah. What was the reason I took 2 out? Was it just a mistake? It very much
Yeah, I'm not
definitely
sure.
be a mistake. This is still a 2-3 pair going across. I'm just going to take out 6 and 9. The 2-8 is going to be 3-2 here. Okay, well, it worked out in the end, whether or not that was how that was supposed to work or not.
The 2-5 pair, yeah.
8, this is 9, and the 5.
The 9 didn't come up in the... There we go.
Five, 6, 3, and 9. One, 2, 4. Chip Sounder says that was okay. There had to be a 1 on the V in box 8. So yeah, that affected the 2 here.
Yeah.
1, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. 4, a 1, and a 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 7, 9, 6, 9.
In column 3, there's a
9.
1-4 pair.
This is 2 and 8. 2, 3 are gone. 2 and 8. 5. I think I muted in time for that sneeze. This, I think, is a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 here. Not there. This is 3, 6, and a 7. And so this is just 8. No, and a 9. 3,
Okay,
6,
the 0
7.
sandwich clue.
Places 1 and 9 next to each other, so this can't
Right.
be a 9, so it's 4 and 1. 1 and 4, and 1 and 9. This has to be 3, 6, 7.
And 2, yeah.
Struggling to figure out the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. 1, 2, 3. I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8.
6 and 7.
This way.
Column 2, box 4.
4, 1, 1, 4. Yeah,
box 2,
4, 1,
yeah.
4. There we go. All right.
Well, it wasn't the 1, it was the 2. I think is what.
Yeah, Chip Sounder said the dot and the V moved 1 out of column 4. Column 3, you never made a mistake. Well, the thing that felt like a mistake was that row 2, column 5 didn't have a 2 in it, and I wasn't sure what I did to rule out a 2. So, because that was how I did that this one had to be a 2. Even if there was other logic down here that would have solved that problem.
Yeah, and when you put the 3 there, it's like, well, wait a minute. 1 could go to 2 had there been a 2 there also,
Yeah.
and it just I couldn't remember what I had seen or what was there.
And I didn't remember at the time whether or not or why this didn't have a 2. And it's possible, and because I've made this mistake multiple times, I just didn't put it there, or it just got removed on accident.
Well, or like in box 6, the 9. You said 9 and it didn't change. It stayed 8, 9.
Yeah, I need to replace the keyboard on my laptop. If not, just simply upgrade to a desktop. So, working on it has been, I don't know, I've been making a lot of large purchases lately, and figuring out the exact things that I want to spend my money on has been annoying. But yeah, anyway, this is a nice puzzle. Don't have anything else to say about it, so I think on to, yeah, definitely the joys of small keys. Although it's more so that the keys, because it's a full-size laptop, so it's more the problem that the keys are unresponsive, because I've had this laptop since I go into my emails and I type the place where I got this from. I have had this laptop since roughly 2019, around this time of year. So this was my Christmas present to myself 6 years ago. And I spent a number of pretty pennies on it, which I could have gotten a much better desktop for if I had spent that money on a desktop instead.
Yeah, but at that time you needed the laptop more than a desktop, didn't you?
Yep, because I'm still more mobile than I want to be. I need to figure out where I want to be and stay. But also, like, desktops really aren't that difficult to move around. They're just less mobile than laptops are. So, because 2019, well,
Well, and the desktops now are a lot more mobile than the ones
yeah.
30 years ago.
Depending on the desktops you get, because like there are some ridiculous desktop computer cases, like
Well, just the monitors alone.
yeah, yeah. It's more so the computer case that I'm worried about moving, because that's the thing that's going to have all the expensive and fancy parts in it. Because monitors are light and stuff, but yeah,
No, but I
definitely
was
not.
saying as compared to 30 years ago.
Yeah, the cathode ray tube um, TVs and good computer monitors that weigh as much as a house. Yeah, the the joys of moving a giant TV versus now, like you can you lift a TV and you're afraid of breaking the TV now, but before it used to be if you lift the TV, you're afraid of breaking everything else.
Starting with your back.
Exactly.
For a smaller screen than what you have today.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I'm getting a new TV soon. Because the one that I currently have, I don't like very much. So hopefully the new one is better. But it's actually going to
Well,
be a
and I still
smaller
have the
TV.
one that you gave me
Yeah,
that you decided you didn't want.
yeah. It was. I mean, I just didn't want it because uh, I think at the time I wasn't going to use it. But now I use my TV quite a bit. And I wanted a larger one. So, because I think the one that I got, we didn't have as big of a space for a TV, versus now, like I have a thing for a large TV. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sudoku time. All right. Second puzzle we're going to do today is called Go the Modular Way for Math by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Cells on a teal modular line must alternate between low 147, medium 258, and high 369. And the low, medium, and high refers to the cells modular 3, which modular division is remainder division. And if you take 1, 4, and 7, and the remainder after dividing by 3, you get the same number, 1. Because 3 goes into 1 0 times with 1 left over. 3 goes into 4 1 time, but has 1 left over. And 7 2 times with 1 left over. And so if modular arithmetic just deals with that remainder. And so you've got the 1 mod 3 group, the 2 mod 3 group, and technically it's the 0 mod 3 group, but you could also consider it the 3 mod 3 group. But any group of 3 connected cells on the line must contain 1 of each modularity. Digits in a dotted cage sum to the total given in the top left corner without repeat. Digits on a gray line must read the same forwards as backwards. Cells separated by a black dot has 1 digit double the other, a 1:2 ratio, and cells separated by a white dot are consecutive. Cells separated by a V sum to 5, and there are no negative constraints. Let's put the link to this puzzle in the chat and get started. Okay, well, if we look at column 8, we've got an 11, a 15, and a 7, which should mean that I've
12 left.
got, yeah, So these are 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if we look at this black croppy dot, 2-to-1 ratio cannot have 5, 7, or 9 on them. So if we lose 5, 7, and 9, then 5 and 7 are paired together, and the 3 pairs with a 9. So this is either a 4, 8, or a 3 and a 9. On the opposite side of 3 would be 6, 8 would be 4, but 4 could pair with 2 or 8. But that just means this is an even number, so this is odd. And well, I have to use a 3 or a 4. So the 7 can't be 3 or 4. The other thing to think about is that if we go around this corner, these two can't be in the same modularity group. Now, 4, 8, and 3 are all in different modularity groups. But if I look at...
If you follow that around to the one in the same column.
Uh-huh. So...
aren't those in the same
red,
modularity group?
Yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, red. So they are in the same modularity group.
That has to be 3 and 9.
Yeah, it's 4 and 8 are not. 3, 9, 3 pairs with a 6, 6 therefore pairs with 5 or 7. Neither of which is in the same group as 3. But 1 and 6 is gone from here. I have 9 left. So it cannot be 9 or 3 and 6.
1 and 8.
Right, because 2, 7, and 4, 5. And then to get this, 3, 6,
4 and
1, 8,
7.
2, 5, 9 is gone. And you can't have 7 on a black croppy dot. Alright, well, this one is blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, yellow, yellow, red, and blue. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Well, 1 and 8 are in the 1 and... Okay, well, this is yellow or it's blue. And this is yellow or it's blue, because 6 is red. Now, this is yellow or blue, so one of those two is red. Oh, well, this one has to be red, because it's 3, 6, or 9, because the gray line is a palindrome. This one is the other yellow or blue.
In box 4, there's a V in the 9 cage, plus it's on a black croppy dot.
Mm-hmm. Well, can't be 1 and 8.
And it's going to be red.
All right.
So
So
it's
this
going to
has to be
6.
6. I don't know about the yellows and blues yet. Could look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 2 is gone, so you can't have a 1 on it. 3 from the bottom, and 6 from the top. And now this can't be a 6 because it's right next to a 9, which is in the same group. So this is 4 or 8, so this is 1. And now 1 is in the 1 group. Although I don't technically know whether it's yellow or blue. But I do know that this one, and that one, and this one, and this one have to be in the 1 group. 1, 4, and 7. So this is 8, and this one is 4 out of 4.
Okay, well, in box 5, the end of the palindrome is going to be from 258. So the other end of that palindrome is also.
Four is in the purple group. And that's one of each color, so this has to be red. Two is in the green group. Can't put a 1 in there. 2 and 9 are gone. 3 pairs with 8, 4 pairs with 7, 6 pairs with 5. 4 and 7 are in the same group, so it couldn't be a 4 and a 7, because these 3 and those 3 are 3 different numbers from the same group, so these have to be 3 different numbers from the same group. Skip to cell in box 6. Well, I don't know about yellows. Because the blues 5 and 7. Uh-oh. No! These can't both be green?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's this that I messed up. Yeah, it was this part right here. Okay, so red, and then immediately after red, going around in this direction, is purple. And then the next is green. So 1 and 4 are in the same group. So it's purple that is 1, 4, and 7. Green is still 2, 5, and 8. But this one and this one is 1, 4, 7. Purple, but these have to both be 1. 1 is gone, 2 is gone because the 2 over here that's green. 8 is also green. Yeah, I appreciate the spot check on that one. Now, the logic down here is still sound. You can't have 2 and 9 because of the 9 in the row. 4 pairs with 7, 3 pairs with 8, and 5 pairs with 6. And
Placed purple?
I think Chip is still a little bit behind.
Okay.
Because it should go red, purple, green, red, purple, green, red, purple, green, red, purple, green, red, purple, green. Yeah. So that should be good now. The same logic applies here. 4 and 7 can't be paired together. So a 3 and a 6 is red. A 5 and an 8 is green. And green is either yellow or blue. So this one must be purple, 4 or 7.
Okay, column 3. Since green has to be purple or yellow or blue, that empty spot is purple.
7, but not 1. And then this spot here must also be red, 3 or 6. 9 is one of these two. It can't be here. So 9 is there, and 9 is red.
The white cropped dot in between boxes 2 and 5. 2 goes to 1. 5 goes to 6. 8 goes to 7. So it could be lots of stuff.
Oh, but it can't be 4 or 6.
So I didn't see the 6 in the column.
Yeah. 1 and 7 are in the same group, which is purple. Chip Sounder says it's not on a line, but it is. Well, actually, I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Chip Sounder, about it's not on a line. But I think I did everything right. Because like these 3 lines make those 3. The 11 cage can be 4-7, except it can't be because of the 2 lines in the same box. Which has to have one from 147 and another from 147. And if I had 2 from 47 here, which have to be in the same group, then only you would have to have 2 1s in the same box. So it couldn't be 4-7. And now that I'm looking at row 5, I have a 147 here. And I have to have...
it can't be 1.
Right.
Because of the 1-8.
Oh, right. That. But also the top of the 1-8 can't be a 1. So it has to be an 8, which is green, 1, which is purple. Because I've already got 3 purples in a row. What's going on in box 8? No, the 11 cage in box 7 cannot be a 4-7. 4 and 7 are both modular 1, and I have to have 2 modular 1 cells because of the 3 digits on the modular line. So if I have, let's say this was 1. Oh! I mean, I thought I did it, but yeah, so because one of these has to be from 1, 4, and 7, let's say it was this one, and let's say this one was also from 1, 4, and 7, then if this was a 4 and a 7, then this would be a 1, and that would be a 1, and it wouldn't work.
Column 8, you made the 7 cage purple. It should be green.
Thank you. What is this 10 going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now, 9 and 1 is gone, 3 and 7 is gone. Bottom can't be a 4, so the top isn't a 6. The top can't be an 8, so the bottom isn't a 2.
Column 2 has a 3, 6 pair placing a 9. Eight can be placed in box 4.
Alright, not there, not there. Here. Green, which means this one must be purple, which must be a 7, because it sees 1 and 4. So this is 4, this one's 5, 2, 5, 8. And now blue is green, and yellow is purple, and I want purple to be blue, and green to be yellow. And since I know that this one has to be modular 1, then that's a 4 paired with a 6, which is red, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 5, or 8, not a 2 though, a 7. This is an 8. 8 is paired with a 7, which is blue, 4, 7, 7. Not an 8, a 4 here, a 7 there, 2, 5, or 8. One of these is a 5, one of those is a 2, the other's a 1. 5 and 1, and then this one must be the 4 and 2. And these are yellow, and these ones are blue. 2 here, 6 there, 3 there, 2 or 5, 5 paired with 2, a 7 here. This one is 2 or 5. Here I'm missing a yellow 5 or 8. I have a 9 here, which is red. I need a blue 1, and then a yellow 2, 5, or 8, which it isn't 2 or 5, so that's going to fix the rest of that one. This one is a red 6. These two, I need a 9 somewhere, so that's a red 9 here. Then I need a yellow, it's not 5. No, it is 5. Never mind. This is 1 or 4. Can't be a 1, so it's a 4. This is 3. This is 6. 6 pairs with 5, so that's 2 and 8. 2 and a 5 here, an 8 there. This is a red 6. I need a 1 somewhere, which I don't know. And I also need a 3, which I also don't know. This one's a 1, so that's going to be 3, 1, so blue and red. And then these two, well, one's a 7, and it's the top one. And the other must be a 2, which is yellow. And now I need a 5, which is going to go as one of these two. It's the top one. I need a 4, which is going to be here. And now I need 6 and 3, and I'm done. First try. All right. Trying to think if I have anything to say about it, but I guess not. All right. Now we're going to do a very similar puzzle. This one is going to be Go the Entropic Way for Math by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Cells on a purple entropic line must alternate between low 1, 2, 3, medium 4, 5, and 6, and high 7, 8, 9. And a group of 3 connected cells on the line must contain one of each entropy. Digits in a dotted cage sum to the total given in the top left corner of the cage without repeat, and digits on a gray line must read the same forwards as backwards. Cells separated by a black dot has one digit double the other, a 1-to-2 ratio, and cells separated by a white dot are consecutive. Cells separated by a V sum to 5, and there are no negative constraints. And we have a very similar puzzle going on. This 15 is 6, 7, 8, or 9. 12 is 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And we've got a V here, so everything larger than 5 is going to go away. 4. And now we go back.
Column 9 is 17, so, or sorry, column 8. It's an 8-9 pair. Unless I
So those are
misadded.
both high.
8
I need
and
7
17,
and 10, yeah. Anyway, we know those are red, so this one's going to be red, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, red. Doesn't quite feel right, but I guess it's correct. Yeah, because it's the middle group of all 3 of these. Chip Sounder says, hee hee. Because this is the exact same puzzle, or at least the exact same layout as the last puzzle, although slightly different. And now we get a red digit here, which is going to place a red digit there, and a red digit here.
Box 4, the 15 cage.
Box 4, 15 cage.
They're on an entropic line, so they can't be 7, 8.
So these are our low digits. Well, I need a high digit in box 7, and it can't go in the 7, so 7, 8, 9 is here. Through 4. And these have to be a high, a middle, and a low. And this one's going to have to be a low and a middle, because I have to have the last high digit in 15.
Right.
And this couldn't be 2 mediums, and it couldn't be 2 lows, so it must be a low and a medium. In which case this can't be 2, 3, it must be 1, 4. And so 1 and 4 is gone. And it can't use 8, 9, so it must use a 7. 8, 4, 1, 2, 2 and 5, and 1 pairs of 6. Now 2 is a low digit, so everything here is low, and then these are going to be the middle digits. 3 here. 1, 1, 4, 3 pairs of 4. 4 is gone, 8 is gone. That's a low digit. Oh, that is the same as this one. This one is low, this one is medium. 4 is medium. This one can't be a low digit.
And it can't be 6.
Right.
Because of the row.
Yeah. And it can't be a high digit because I have a low, middle, high, and a low and a high. So it must be yellow, which means it's 4, 5, or 6. And it can't be a 4 because of that, and a 6 because of that. So then the rest sum to 10, so 6 which cannot pair to 4, and 2 which cannot pair to 8, so it's a 3, 7 pair. 2, 4, or 6, 8, but it can't be an 8, so it's 2, 4, or 6.
The 8 cage in box 3.
5 is gone, so it's 2, 6. Top can't be 7, 8, or 9. It's not a 2. Can't have 8 or 9 here. Neither is 1 or 4. This cannot be a 3 because it doesn't have 2 or 4 next to it. A 5 could pair with a 6 with a 5, a 7 with a 6, and 2 could pair with 3. Well, this is a red and a yellow. Not particularly helpful about it. Two and 6 is gone, and 3 from the row. And 5 is, so it's 4. And 3. Well, where does 1 go in this box? This 1 rolls it out of there. It's not yellow, 5 or 8. And in order for this, well, this one can't be a 1 because of the 1, 4 there. And this one can't be a 1 because this one isn't 2 because of the 2, 6. and the 8. So this one's 1. 4 and 5 is yellow. So this is a 1. So behind the reds is blue. In front of the reds is yellow. Not 4, not 2, is a 4, is a 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2. Not a 3,
Column 9, you
not
need
a 4. Not a 3, not a 2,
the
5, and
high-lows.
6 is yellow.
Box 6.
Well, 2, 2. 4, 6 pair places 5. 6, 7, 3, 2. Not 6 is 1, not 2, 3, 5, not 5. 3 can't pair with the 6, so that's 4, that's 6. 3 is
3 is
low,
a high
7,
digit.
9.
Box 5, the center row is a 4-7 pair. Because of the 9 and the 15 cage.
1 pairs 1.
Column 3 has a 7-8 pair.
Place 9. 6. So that pair, yellow and blue, and an 8, and a 9. Blue and yellow. 1, 2, 3. Not sure, but this one must be a yellow 5. These aren't 5s, that's 4 and 6. 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8 is red. 6, 7, 8 is 5. So that one there. Red and yellow. 4 and 7. 4 and 6. 4 is yellows. This one's 5. I don't know what that is. It's an 8.
2 can be placed in box 2.
Blue, blue. This is 7, 8. Red, 7, 8 pair makes 9. 7, 8 pair also makes 9. No, you need a 5, and it's neither of those two. And this one sees it there, so that's a yellow 5.
7 can be placed in box 2. Bottom row.
Yep, it's the last digit is available. Red, and now I need 1 and 9.
9.
1 and 9. Red and blue. 7, 8. 7, please, thank you. 7 and 8. 7 and an 8. I need a 3, I need a 4, and I need a 7, 9. Red, blue, yellow. 6 pairs with 5. 6 is yellow. I need a 2, 7, 8. 8, 2, and 7. These two are red. This one is blue. 6, 5. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 7, 4, 8, 6, and 3. 1, 3 are blue. 7, 8 are red. 4, 5, 6 are yellow. Alright. Chip Sounder says cool. This was a cool puzzle. Yeah. Definitely a nice puzzle. Did like the puzzle. Remember to do that.
I like that it had the same layout as the previous one.
It is interesting how just a small little tweak to the rule set gives you significantly different puzzle. Although the cage sums are a little different, and where dots are
Right,
placed
but
and
the
stuff.
layout
But
was the same.
yeah, the entropic line here is the same as or similar. Excuse me. Time to grab some more puzzles. That was all I had prepared for today.
Ooh, I think I can guess what the theme was.
Oh, what was the theme?
They were all set by Chip Sounder.
They were all set by Chip Sounder. Just to... Alright. A little bit of dead air as I get these.
Sorry, didn't mean to yawn.
No worries. I am working on the Gift of Gab.
I love Fog of War puzzles.
Fog War puzzles are pretty nice. Let's see. This last one. Go. Alright. And got 2 more puzzles. So I'll go ahead and get rid of this one. Yeah, Chip Sounder says got a couple of Fog of War puzzles lined up. One is a king's move, one is a knight's move if I'm interested. I am definitely interested. He sent that to me on the Book of Faith. Facebook, why are you being slow? Alright. Let's see, here we go. Alright. And so the first one you sent was Parody in the Fog by Chip Sounder, and we'll go ahead and tackle that one first. Alright, let me go ahead and get rid of this, and send that back around to my regular profile. And let's get started. So first puzzle, or more accurately the fourth puzzle for today, is going to be Parody in the Fog by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9, once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. The grid is covered in fog. Placing a correct digit, clear the surrounding cells to that digit. No bifurcation is needed. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Digits on a red line alternate between odd and even. There is only one parity line in the puzzle. Digits on an orange line alternate between low, medium, and high, low being 1, 2, 3, medium 4, 5, and 6, and high 7, 8, 9. A set of 3 connected along the line must contain one of each. Cells outside the grid sum the digits in the indicated diagonal, digits may repeat, and cells separated by an X sum to 10. Cells separated by a V sum to 5, and not all X's and V's are necessarily given. Alright. So, go ahead and get the link to the puzzle in the chat if you'd like to give that one a go. And then I will get this saved in my notes so that way I can add it to the video description after this one is over. And let's begin. So the red line alternates between odd and even. Well, 1 through 4. We've got 10 here. 13 down this diagonal.
The two corners are either both even or both odd.
Right. Well,
That means
that
the center
means
digit is odd.
can't be a 5. It's going to be the same set above. Well, this has to have 1 or 3, and this has to have 1 or 3. Nothing else can be 1 or 3. Oh, but we learned that this one had to be odd. We have our odds, and we have our evens. So 2 and 4 is gone, 1 and 3 is gone. So then this cell must be odd.
Okay, and the left of that V is 1 or 3.
Which
So you
is
can't have 1 or 3 above it.
right. And
That's
this
now
is
high, so that's, yeah.
that gives us our 1, 3 pair. Aha! If this was a 9, these would sum to 4. But that's not
Right,
possible.
and
So it's a 7, and they sum to 6, which makes them a 2, 4 pair. 6 and 8.
7 pairs with 3 on the X.
Right. 5 and 9.
And 4 pairs with 1 on the V.
Then this green digit and a red digit. Orange for odd. $15.
Well,
Even
3
if
of them are
I'm
odd, so
right, which means this must be even. Ah. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2 and 8 are not allowed because of Sudoku.
and 6 is knight's move.
Correct. So this must be a 4. And now we have 7, so we must have 8, which means this is 5 and 3. We've got a 10 here, 1 and 9, so 1 and 9. Odd.
Well, and that's
Well, this has to be 2, 4, 6, 8 for evens, because I've already taken up all of the odd possibilities because of the 3 paired with the 7 and 1 and the 9. So 4 and 8 takes out 2 and 6.
well, and don't forget the orange line is
Right.
high, medium, low, so that's a 6.
And this is 7, 8, 9. That's 7. And then this one has to be, I think, 4, 5, and 6. Because that would be the one that's left out. So it's
Right.
5, 4, and 6. 2 and 8. That's an 8 and a 2. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 paired with 2. We've got Sudoku and a bunch of Knightsmith. Even, odd, even, odd. One, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1 and 5 see it by Knight's move. 1, 3, 5,
Well,
7, 9. 3, 5, 9, and 1.
Sorry. That green above the 7 has to be a 4. No, a 6 because it sees 4, 8, and 2.
4, 6, 8. And it cannot be 2, 4, or 6 by Sudoku. This one has to be 4 because it's the last even in the row, and 1
Right.
the last odd.
Row 8 needs a 6, and it sees the center of box 9 by Knight's move, so its center of the 4 is the 6 in box 9. There's a 16 little killer. 14, 15, so that's a 1.
5, 9, and 2. 9, 15. If I've got 15, then I need an even 8. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And apparently, this one sees 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 6. So that's 6. And those are both 21 is 12.
There's 12. We need 9.
9. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 2, and 6 is gone. So 5, 3, and 1. All of those are odd. So I have 7, 8, 9. 8 and 7. 3 is gone. 5, 7, 9, where this one isn't 5, so this one is. This one cannot be 1, 2, or 3, so it's either a 4 or 7, 8, 9.
Well, it's also even.
Right. So 7 and 9 is gone, and it can't be a 4 because of Knight's move. So got 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6.
Left of that 8 is also even.
Right. So 1,
It's
3,
a 4.
and 5. And now this one cannot be 4, 5, and 6. Can't get 2. So 1 or 3, which is odd. There's a 2 left in here, and it can't be either of those 2. Everything else is odd. 3, 7, and 9. I don't know why I typed 8. 7 and 3. 7, 8, 9. So this is 3. This one's not.
7, 9 pair in row 5 leaves a 1, 3.
Four, 5, and 6. 5, 4. Now it just is a 5, so 6 and 4. It's both even. odd, even, 4, and 6 or 8. Those sum to 10, which, if this was an even 2, this would be an 8, but there's an 8 in the column, so they must both
Well,
be.
the odd above the 4 is either 3 or 5, and it sees 5 by knight's move, so it's a 3.
So this is 1 and 9, because it can't be 3 and 7. One of these is a 2, and that one it isn't.
Top of column 5 is odd.
5. This one C's 4, 5, and 6 by Sudoku, 7 and 8 by Sudoku, so it must be a 9. So 1, 9, and 9. 9 is odd, so this can't be high. It can't be 5. 4 and 6 are both even. 9,
Column 6 can be resolved.
7 and 1, 9 and not a 9. 2 or 5, but C's 2 by anti-knight. 2s are even, 8s are even, odds, 7, 8, 9. 4, 6, and 2. 2, 4, everything's even. I need
4, 6 pair.
8, 7. 2, 8, 7, 3. Odds and even. 6, 8, and 7, which is odd. Well, I need a 2, and I also need a 1 and a 9. 1 and 9. 6,
3,
8.
6, 8.
3 and 8. Odd and even. 6, 8. These have to both be
4, 5,
odd.
6.
These have to both be even. So that's a 4, 6 pair. 4, 6, 6, and 4. And I need 5 and 7 left, so 7 and 5. And we're done. Now we can parody the night away. Alright. We probably only have time for one more puzzle. And that is going to be The Light at the End of the Fog by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. Uh-oh. I forgot to put the third puzzle we did in the chat. Oh well. Anyway, The Light at the End of the Fog by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. The grid is covered in fog. Placing a correct digit will clear the surrounding cells of that digit. Cells separated by a king's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Digits in a dotted cage sum to the total given in the top left corner of the cage, and clues outside the grid gives the sum of the indicated diagonal. Digits may repeat. Digits on a thermometer must rise from the bulb end, and cells separated by a black dot has one double the other. Alright, let me actually remember to put the puzzle or the link in the chat, and we can get started. Well,
Those
pair
both
of
5
fives.
cages.
Yeah.
Well, the 3 comes off of the, yeah.
And I have to have a 2 over here, so I have to have a 3 over here. But I think the more important thing here is I've got another 5 cage. And I also have an 8 right here. And the minimum here is a 1 and a 2. And the minimum here is 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 is 3, another 1 and 2 makes a total of 6. So this is maximum 2, so 4 is gone. And 4 is gone, 1 is gone. But that also means I couldn't do 1 and 4, which is 5, because then that would be 5 and 3, which is already 8. So 4 is gone, 1 is gone, 4 is gone. But these are 1, 2s, and 3s.
Well, in the 5 cage in box 4.
Right. 4 is gone, so the 1 is gone.
Yeah.
If this was a 2, then I would have a 1 here paired with a 4. If this was a 1, I'd have 2 and 3. Okay, but in either of those cases, these cannot have the 3 in them. So this must be a 1-2 pair. Because if this is the 2, then it takes the single degree of freedom out. Because a 2 pairs with a 4 and a 1. Making that a 2. But if this is a 1 paired with a 2, if this is a 3, then this would have to be 1 or 2. So I guess now I can
The
say again.
32 little killer. Half of 32 is 16. So eight. If they're both 4, that would be 8. Can both of the green be 4?
I could make them. I mean, the maximum here, if I ignore the fact that it had to be 32, an 8, 9 in both of those,
Right.
is a 17 times 2, which is 34.
Right.
Which is already over 32. So it doesn't really matter what these are. They're not restrictive enough, despite how small they are. I was thinking this 10 might be important, because 10 is 1 through 7. Now, I can't use a 7, because that would have to be a 1, 2. So now that's 1 through 6. And one of these two has to be a 3.
1, 3.
Which would break the 5.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to use a 5, and something else that sums to 5, which is just going to simply be the opposite. Now, one of these has to be a 2, so this isn't. One of those is a 3, so that isn't. What else do I get? I get cells separated by a king's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Which means
that those 1-2s are different.
Yeah. These two
are the
or
same.
more accurately, those two are different. And they see this one.
Well, and the 1-2 in column 3 and the 1-2 in column 4 are different.
Yeah.
Because they see each other. So in column 2 in box 7 cannot be 1 or 2. So then the other 1-2 is there.
Right. Now, if those two are different, this is a 3. 4, a 2, a 1, a 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 5, a 3. I feel like that took longer than it should have, but oh well. What is this? Digits on a thermometer must rise from the bulb end. Well, this isn't the bulb end. We don't know where the bulb is. But if it was here, I guess what we should really do is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well, regardless, this can't have 1, 2, or 3 in it. So this is still... Even if we don't know where this starts, it still has to go like this.
Right.
And now we have 6 left out. So the remainder is 26. Which, according to the sum up here, is 1 degree of freedom. 4, 5, 6. So if this was 10 and a 7, 8, a 7 and 8 is 15, plus 10 is 25.
Is 31.
An extra 6, yeah. So this must be a 6, which takes... Wait a second. This can't be an 8. This must be a 7. The reason it couldn't be an 8 is because it would take the 1 degree of freedom from that cell and force this to be a 9, and then take 2 degrees of freedom away. So, this is 6 or 7, this is 8 or 9, but everything else is minimized.
And we now need 14.
Which is a 6 and an 8. Oh, because this one became the 5, which is the 1 degree of freedom that was left over. It was minimum 4 before. So this is 7, and I could have sworn I took 6 out of all of these.
I thought you had 2, and but the 6s didn't go away, so something.
This one isn't 6, this one isn't 5, and this one isn't 3, 5, or 6. It's 9. 6 here, 9's removed, a 9 placed, 3 placed, 5 placed, a 6 placed, a 9 removed. And finish out the row. So 2, 5, and 6, I think. Be 1, 4, and 7. You can't have a 4 in the first cell. And I don't see 3, 8, or 9. 3 can't be here. So that. We do what's remaining in row 6. 2, 3, and 6 is gone. This sees 1, 5, and 8 by Sudoku, and 7 by King's Move. This one sees 4 and 5 by Sudoku. This one sees 8 and 9 by Anti-King, is one of the these 3 must contain an 8 or a 9, so it removes it from this one, which sees all 3. Now, this is a black property dot.
Yeah.
So 5, 7, and 9 is gone. 1 has to pair with 2,
1.
so 4 and 8 and 9, 8 and 9, 4, 8, 9, 7, 5, 1.
Well, and that 20 little killer now becomes
10, 7, 3. Can't be 3, 6, so this has to be 1, 2. I don't see 6, 7, or 9.
9.
7, 8, 9, and I was about to say 3, but it
4.
must be a 4. 8, 9, 4, 8, 9, so that's a 7, that's a 4, this is a 9, this is an 8, 9 here, 9s are gone from the 6, 7 pair, and what's left over? 2, 3,
and 8.
8's definitely gone from here, this one's 3, 8, 2. Kind of want to do the remaining
32
3.
little killer.
Oh.
It's on the. Oh, it's already done.
You mean the
I
38?
knew that. Yeah.
Looks like
14,
the minimum is what it has to be. Yeah.
4, 32. Yeah.
So 6 is 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. That's not a 2. 10 is 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is 9. And then 7 and 8.
7 and 8.
And then the remainder in this column, I don't see 9, 5, or 2. 5, 9, 2. That's not 2, so that is 1. I don't know which one the 3 is, but this one is no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4,
6,
5,
7.
and 7, 6, 3. 1, 4,
4. 5, 7, 9.
Four here and 6 there. And nice. Pretty speedy puzzle. Might actually have time for one more. So we're going to actually take a look at 3 question marks by Molly Boudet. I'm not sure. Hopefully one of those is correct. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Fill each row, column, and 3x3 box with digits 1 through 9 once each. Digits in cells separated by a black dot have a 1:2 ratio. Not all dots are necessarily given. Cages. The sum of the digits inside each cage is equal to the small number in the top left corner. Thermometers. Digits on thermometers increase from the bulk, and German whispers along the green line digits differ from their neighbors by at least 5. Arrows. The sum of the digits along an arrow is equal to the digit in the connected circle. In quadruple circles, a digit inside a white circle appears in at least one of the 4 cells surrounding that circle. Interesting. Well, a 7, the only pair of digits that are different by at least 5 is 1 and 6. So that's going to be a 1 here and a 6 here, because if this was the 6, you'd have a pair of 1s in the same box. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross a black crop dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Can't be a 6, so the bottom is into 3. The top isn't a 6, so the bottom is into 3. I have to have 2 7s. Oh, this is... Well, this is a minimum of 7, as we saw over here, because a 1 and a 6 is 7. So this has to be 8 or 9, and if this was the low digit, you'd have 6 and 7 here, which is 13. So this must be the high digit and the low digit.
Yeah.
And clearly can't have 8 or 9 on here.
You can't have a 4 or a 3 next to a 6 or 7.
Now, it could be a 7 and a pair of 1s, or a 6 and a pair of 1s. Either way, this is a pair of 1s. Oh, and the 7 here forces that to be a 6, which is an 8. So now one of those is 2. Ones. Well, get there. And in this box, it's not here or there.
Oh, the thermo in row 3, you can't have a 7. Because it's also on a German whisper.
Right. And so this one must be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And this one must be 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it can't be 6 or 8. And it can't be a 7, because that's 3 or 4. This can't be... Because it couldn't be a 2, because this can't be a 1. So this must be a 9. 7. Not a 9. So not a 4. 1, 3, 4, not 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, not a 9. Not a 1 anymore. So this is the 1. This can't be a 6 because that can't be a 1. Chip Sounder says another way to see that is if you made it 8, 9 on the thermotip, the remaining 2 digits sum to 9, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 are already taken in box 6. What? 8, 9. on the
But it couldn't
thermotip.
be 8, 9.
I mean, the
It
thermotip
has to
had
be
to
a
be.
high-low on the thermo. Since the thermo's on a German whisper.
Remaining 2 digits summed to 9. What remaining 2
Maybe it
digits
was
summed
the
to 9?
previous. Maybe it was the previous puzzle. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, but we ended up with an 8 here. Yeah, I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Chip. So hopefully we're on the same page somewhere. 3 can't be a 1. 7, 8, 9 can't be a 9. Well, if it's a 7, 8 pair, this has to be a 2, because one of these two has to be a 7, which cannot be next to a 3. Do, 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 do. 1, 9, 7, 8. These two can't be 6, so I think that's the only 6 in the row. And only 6 in this row. 2, 4, and 5, I think, is what's left over. And 3, 4, 5, and 9. No, there's 9 right there. 2. Alright. Well, Chip Sounder says lovely solve, so I think Chip Sounder is referring to the previous puzzle. Let's see. Well, we have more 1s around. So that would be a 1 there, 1 there, and a 1 in the corners. I don't know if that's helpful. Well, 7 in this in box 7 has to be along the row 8. Where to look next? Because there also has to be a 4 in this region. I don't know where. If these were the low digits, none of them could be 1. And the only one that can be a 4 is that. This would have to be an 8, 9 pair. You couldn't put a 7 here, so that would
It couldn't
can't
be
be a
6.
7 or 8, 9. It can't be a 6, so it wouldn't work. So I think if we made these the high digits, 6, 7, 8, 9, you can't have a 6 here. And so 6, 7, 8, 9 can't be a 7. Well, this 1 means that this can't be a 1, so this isn't a 6, so this is an 8 or a 9. But the 7s that line up here means we have an 8, 9 triple, which doesn't work. So these must be low digits. So that's not a 1. These have to be 6, 7, 8, 9. This one, well, doesn't have to be a 7. This one can't be a 7, nor can it be a 6. It must be 8 or 9. Two takes 2 out. Now what? Five?
Box 6,
Uh-huh.
the one on the German Whisper at the top,
Yeah. That
can't be a 4.
2, 3 pair. 1, 6, 2, 3 is gone. Neither of these are 7, neither of these are 8. No, a 7 can't be next to a 3. This is a 3 then. 8, 7. He's gone for both of those. That isn't a 4. This one's not 8. 9 here. 3's gone from there. Oh, 4, 5, 9 makes this 8. 8 out of there. 3, 4, 5, and 1. This is 3. Two, 8, 9. 1 and 3. 6 and 7, and 1 and 4 and 5. Oh, well, 2 and 2 means that's a 2. 1 and 2 and 4. 6, 7, 1, 2, and 4. This one and that one see 3 and 8. And then this one sees 9, 5, 9, 9, 9.
Box 9.
Excuse me. 5s are gone. 5, 5, 3. That's 3. 3, 8, 4, and 5. 3, 8, 4, 5. 3.
But 5 can't be in row 2 in box 1.
Right.
It has to be in row 3.
6, 9, 7, 8, and 3.
And not 5.
Right. 1, 6, 7, and 3. Ah, but it has to have 8. So 8's gone from here, because 8 has to be one of those two as well. Chip Sanders says 4, 7 pair on the quadruple circle in row 6.
Yeah. Because there's a 4. There has to be a 4
Right.
on that.
And this 4 removed it from here. And the 4 actually places a pair of 9s. So the 7, 4, and 7 are placed. 5, 9, 6, not 6s, not 4s. This one's not 9. 3, 8, and I think 2 is left over. 3, 8, and 2.
Three could be placed in row 7.
4, 5,
5
6,
could be
3.
placed in row 7.
That's the 5 here. 1, 2. This is a 6. These 2. So 5, 1, 3, 4, and 9. 2, 8, 6. 8, and 9, and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. 8 here. 5 there, 4 there. How about these 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6
8.
and 8.
These 2.
1 and 9. 3 and 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 6, 7, 4, and 7, and
5.
yeah. And we're still under
Woohoo.
time. Oh yeah, I forgot to put question marks. First try. Something we need. Launch Masters Germany.
Woohoo!
2,
Yeah,
3,
6
4.
puzzles tonight is really good.
Yeah.
We were just buzzing through those.
Got to put this one in my notes. in my notes. And let's try searching by the author's name. Nope. That's not enough question marks. Oh, it is enough question marks.
It's just a different name.
Yeah, it's just one extra question mark. But that's the right puzzle.
No. The author's name was.
Oh yeah. They apparently have a different username on Logic Masters Germany. 05. Yeah, I would say that was a pretty easy puzzle. It did take, I don't know, it was the last puzzle we did, so it's not that surprising that I sort of spaced some things that I probably shouldn't have, but oh well. Alright, I forgot to click submit rating on that one. And yeah, alright, that is it for today. Thank you everyone who watched. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you'd like to see more content on this channel, Sudoku is Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, depending on the days of the week that I have events. So make sure to ring the notification bell so you can get notified as to when they actually are. There'll be Sudoku tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and next week, if I check my calendar, it should be Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Aside from that, there's also cooperative games on Saturdays. Saturdays are on at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, whereas Sudoku is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, aside from that, I promise I will play more of The Last of Us. But that is it. That is all the things that I usually say at the end of the video. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.